Hey everybody, I'm Kai, and I'm going to show you my Lego Death Star that I've been working on for a long time. But first I'm going to start off with the minifigures. First, this is Luke Skywalker before he turned into a Jedi. And here's Chewbacca with his little crossbow. And 2 stormtroopers. And there's another Luke Skywalker before he turned into a Jedi, except he's disguising as a stormtrooper. And he has a little shotgun. And then here's Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight. He has his green lightsaber. Then here's Han Solo in stormtrooper outfit. He has his little pistol standard. Then there's the Hunter droid. He has his gun, and I like him a lot. He's one of my favorite characters. And then there's Palpatine. He has a little electric hands. And here's Han Solo. He didn't come with a gun though. He didn't really come with a gun. Then there's R2-D2 and 3CPO. And then there's this monster in here. You don't really see him in the movie though. And these characters right here, the bad R2-D2 and the 3CPO. The bad 3CPO. I don't know if they have a different name or not. Then there are 2 Death Star troopers, 2 dark troopers. Then Darth Vader, he has his red lightsaber. The mouse droid, he's pretty easy to build. Then there's Princess Leia. Then there's 2 Guardians. They have a red cape. Then Obi-Wan Kenobi, older, with his blue lightsaber. Then there's the robot that he has a little shot on his ear. So that's all the minifigures. Oh wait, except I need to show you one more minifigure. There's this guy right here. I don't really remember his name, but I think he's for the controls. I think his spot in the Death Star, I think, is right here. So now I'm going to show you the Death Star. So I'm going to start with the bottom. So on the bottom, there's this little, this little fence, some barrels, and also and there's an elevator right here at the bottom.
We can't see it. We can't see what you're saying because it's on that side. The camera's over here. So you have to show on this side. Oh yeah, you have to turn whatever you're showing. I would come on this side of the...
Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just moving around so you can see a little bit. So I'm going to turn it over here because it's better to see, because there's an open space. There's this little elevator right here, and I'm not going to show you that right now because the control for it is all the way at the top. So that's all down on the first base. Now I'm going to go to the second base. So I'm going to start off with the rope where Luke and Leia swing across to this. I think it was like to here in the movie. the tractor beam. And leave in the comments which is your favorite Star Wars character. Then the tractor beam. And then there's the trash pack right there. And a door can swing open with this red thing right here. This red little knob. There's 2 red studs and it will open up. And that's where that monster in the movie goes. If you try to crush it how Luke does in the movie, you just set it right there like that, and then it crushes it. Then there's the gun right here. It can raise an upper like that, and it can actually shoot like this. I'll go get that. So then you can just load it back in and then fire again. So now here's the last part of the second base. So there's this crane here. There's a joystick for it. And then his fingers can open and you can grab a barrel. Like, okay, I accidentally broke something. I'll go fix it. Everything's all right. There, everything's okay. So then we go to the upper base. But before we go to the upper base, there's an elevator that comes here and a gun rack right there. All you have to do is just crank it up like that, and it goes up all the way to the top. There's Lord Vader's TIE Fighter right here. It can open up like this, and you can put a minifigure in. Then there's this door right here, and then you can open it up like this. There's a knob that can swing it open right here. That's just a cart. The cart can open like this, and it has wheels on the bottom. Doesn't really do much. Then you can just roll it back closed. Then here's the tractor beam. The controls for the tractor beam aren't, we didn't get to the controls yet, but we're gonna get to them. These are just pretend controls right there. Then there's a little door and some barrels. Then a little security camera or light, it can swing. Then the controls. And then there's a jail like that, just swings open. Then there's a knob right here. Need to get the light out of the way. It can swing open so the prisoners can get out. When it's like that, they can get out. When it's like this, they're trapped because there's not a hole for them to get out. Their escape is through there, or if someone opens it like that. But I think the proper way for them to escape is from that. Then this other knob, I need a character to help me with this one because you need a character for it to work. I'm going to use 3CPO. You put it next to him and you lower the knob. He'll go down to the, what is it called? Trash pack. He'll go to the trash pack. So, you need to open for it to work. or else it'll just be stuck. It'll just be stuck. And then we'll go to this one. Then we'll go to this one. This one doesn't really do much. Luke Skywalker in the movie sits right here, and then I think Darth Vader cuts it off or destroys it, and then he falls like that. So then there's another hole right there for him to get out from the bottom elevator. I'll show you that in a little bit. And then there's this spinning chair right here, that's Palpatine's. Then some more barrels, and then a little bridge. And then there's a little hole right here. And I think one of those holes are for when Darth Vader throws Palpatine down. Then the controls for the turrets, Now up to the last base. So here's the turrets, like those. They can swing up and down. If you pull this lever, they can both move. And you can upper them and lower them. Both of them work as upper and lower. And then here's where, they have meetings and stuff. The table isn't really connected. It really isn't connected. So you can put some stuff down there. Then there are 7 swinging chairs that turn. Then we get to the controls of the tractor beam. I'm actually going to save the best for last. So the medical room. There's this that can swing open. There's a little knob right there to keep it steady. Then here's the little chair. I don't know what this is supposed to be, actually. But then there's this. I don't know what this is for either. It said put it in here, but then there's 2 stormtrooper helmets, some more tools, a drill. I don't know what this is called, some oil, a hammer, and a wrench. And that's all here. So now I'm going to save the best for last. There's the tractor beam. It can spin by turning this. And then it can upper and lower by the knob. You just twist it in the uppers and lowers. Like that. So, and then there's a target screen. Right now, they're aiming at the planet, and if you twist it around, it says it's shooting. And like that. So now I'll need cart. That was the cart.
What about the elevator?
And then there's the elevator. So it goes all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to try for you guys to get a good view of it coming up. There's just this red knob right here. You twist it, the elevator comes up.
Yeah, they can see it.
Yeah. And you can just see it. Then there's 2 of these to make it work. The elevator is now coming up on the second layer. And then on the 3rd layer, you can see it. All the way to the top. You can actually put a figure right there, but I'm not going to because it'll kind of take a while to get it stuck, but that's all I wanted to show you. So leave a like, please leave a like, and that's all I wanted to show you. So see you later. Bye.